The Honorable Barbara A. Mikulski will be presented by John Bond, former chair of the Board of Trustees.
Barbara Ann Mikulski, you are the quintessential Baltimore success story. A champion of your city and state, its people, economy, schools, environment, and even sports teams. You have fought tirelessly to improve the lives of those you serve. We are all the better for it. Your career and your life show the many ways that determination, gusto, and grit can lead to success. Growing up in East Baltimore as the great-granddaughter of Polish immigrants, you learned the value of hard work at your parents' grocery store, making deliveries to homebound elderly neighbors. In your close-knit community, you discovered the power of compassion, religion, and heartfelt patriotism. You perceived early on that it was better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. In your case, the singular flame might as well have been a bonfire. After receiving your bachelor's degree at Mount St. Agnes College, you earned a master's degree in social work at the University of Maryland. As a social worker, you aided at-risk children and seniors, and you discovered that urban ethnic and minority groups could be allies rather than rivals. Your guiding principle of neighbor helping neighbor evolved into community activism when you successfully blocked a plan to extend a major highway through downtown Baltimore. Everyone who has enjoyed the thriving neighborhoods around the harbor is in your debt. There may be a proverbial glass ceiling, but at 4'11", you have done as well as anyone in smashing through it. This is evidenced by your long and still growing list of firsts. You were elected to the Baltimore City Council in 1971 and served 5 years before running for the U.S. House of Representatives from Maryland's 3rd Congressional District. You won and held that office for 10 years before becoming, in 1986, the first Democratic woman elected to the U.S. Senate in her own right. Since then, you have been reelected 4 times by large majorities. In March of 2012, you became the longest-serving woman in the history of the United States Congress. And in December of that year, you became the first female chair of the powerful Senate Appropriations Committee, where you do the hard work of keeping our government running in the midst of bitter partisanship and reckless legislative anarchy. Since arriving on Capitol Hill, you have championed the rights of women, children, seniors, veterans, federal workers, and the disadvantaged. Never forgetting your roots, you continue to be one of the most powerful social workers in the country. You fight for access to education and stand up for seniors through bills such as the Spousal Anti-Impoverishment Act. You have increased research funding for Alzheimer's and stem cell issues, as well as women's health concerns. You campaign tirelessly for the election of other women to public office. You also know the importance of keeping the country on the leading edge of science and technology and encourage innovation in the armed services, homeland security, and space exploration. Although you clearly serve all Americans, in your 28th year as a U.S. Senator, you remain Maryland's persistent advocate. From the mountains of Garrett County to the farthest edges of the Eastern Shore, you have fought to save the Chesapeake Bay, create livable communities, and develop vital infrastructure. Senator Mikulski, Goucher first gave you an honorary degree at its 82nd commencement in 1973, 41 years ago, but you have remained a steadfast friend to this college and a strong advocate for higher education throughout your career. Thank you for your humor, your strong voice, and your staunch leadership. We are honored to have you with us today for your enduring contributions to Goucher, to Maryland, and to the United States of America. We present you with the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Mr. President, it is with great admiration and respect that I present the Honorable Barbara A. Mikulski for the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority of the state of Maryland, vested in the trustees of Goucher College, and by them delegated to me, I confer on the Honorable Senator Barbara A. Mikulski the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. We'll be delighted now to hear from Senator Barb.